So, welcome. I'm so in love with our ofrenda.
I do too, yeah.
It's just magnificent. I have a little, a stack of tea lights here. If you want to light a light for your loved one, you can come up and do that now.
I got two left.
If you were unable to bring a photo or a personal object for the ofrenda, lighting a light for your loved one is an amazing thing, a beautiful thing to do.
That is gorgeous.
Oh, there's one.
So this isn't lighting.
I don't think so. Bummer. Thank you.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, welcome everybody. Everybody. Welcome to our Sunday Soul Connection here at Emerald Valley Center for Spiritual Living. I'm very happy to be here on this first Sunday in November, and that it is sunny today, because when I looked at the weather, it's like all like clouds with electrical bolts coming out of it on my weather app for the rest of the week, which I'm excited about personally, but that's just me. So as we know and have talked about, life does not unfold in straight lines. Growth, whether biological, emotional, or spiritual, is inherently nonlinear. It moves through tension. It moves through contradiction and paradox. And in those very moments when we find ourselves questioning, resisting, or restless, something essential is happening. This is not regression. It is divine discontent. I love that. I'm gonna have that on a t-shirt. Divine discontent. The soul's creative friction pressing against the boundary of what it has known. Divine discontent is the signal that consciousness is stretching. It's stretching toward a new configuration of itself. Spirit, which is always seeking fuller expression, uses our dissatisfaction as both the compass and the catalyst. Spirit uses dissatisfaction to show us what needs to change and how to change it. So when we feel out of harmony with our circumstances, it may be because our inner frequency has already changed and the outer form just hasn't caught up yet. Ernest Holmes wrote, "There is a power within you that is always pushing you forward." That power is the evolutionary impulse of life itself. It does not move in perfect lines, right? It spirals. And we talk about that spiral a lot here. We talk about spiraling, we talk about the labyrinth, we talk about mouse view, moving up into eagle view. So all of those things is just this kind of common thread that, I don't know, weaves through all of my talks. But it spirals. It draws us back over old ground, but always at higher levels of understanding. So that wobble that we feel in between, that friction, is not weakness. It's the sacred instability of transformation, right? So when you feel that divine discontent, you're not being punished by uncertainty. You're being prepared for expansion. What feels like discomfort is often the first language of our new self, letting us know that something greater is trying to emerge. And this is about the time where we say enough is enough. Divine discontent arises when the soul outgrows its container. So when the job, or the relationship, or the belief system that once felt right no longer supports what we are becoming. It may feel like a baby bird in a shell that's become too constrictive. What once protected now confines. And the soul begins to press against old narratives, not with rebellion, but with readiness. Which means to disagree with God is not heresy. Does that resonate? Like disagreeing with God somehow is wrong. I'm not so sure about that. It is holy participation in the unfolding of consciousness. It's the soul saying, Spirit, I'm ready for more. Every sacred tradition holds stories about people who wrestled with the divine. Jacob, Job, the Buddha, even Jesus. St. Francis. I mean, no ascended, Reverend Linda, no ascended master came to maturity through ease, but through the tension of wrestling through and toward a greater truth. And let's talk about doubt. That's a good one. Doubt is not the opposite of faith. Doubt is the spark that keeps faith alive. True faith is not certainty. True faith is capacity. Capacity to hold questions. Capacity to hold emotions. Capacity to live in paradox. Faith that stretches, does not break. In fact, creativity itself relies on the tension between what is and what is coming into being. Spirit evolves through polarity, drawing us from form into formlessness and back again. Evolution, which rarely feels comfortable, because creation never is. So just as divine discontent fuels personal evolution, it also fuels the evolution of the collective, as within, so without. The same spiritual restlessness that awakens in one life echoes across generations. Our ancestors felt it. They wrestled with it. They responded to it in their own way. Philosopher Alfred North Whitehead said that reality itself is not a noun, it is a verb. That God is not some distant, finished perfection, but the alive potential in everything, always unfolding. Which means that each human life is a divine experiment in expansion. Spirit learning through experience, stretching the edges of what love and wisdom can mean. It's a living thread through time, connecting to the ones who came before us, the ones who asked their own questions, the ones who risked their own becoming. We can trust that we do not walk alone. We walk within an unbroken field of spiritual curiosity and courageous becoming. In many indigenous communities,
Yes.
probably all, including what I experienced the years that I spent on the Yankton Lakota Reservation in South Dakota. Ancestors are not memories. They are living relationships. Elders are honored as carriers of story and wisdom. Ancestors are spoken to, included, listened for. Their guidance weaves through everyday life. There is no past tense to love. No gone when it comes to the ones who shaped a people. That experience planted a deep knowing in me that we do not walk alone. We walk within a lineage. Every step we take is shared ground. That's why we created an ofrenda today, to honor, not to mourn the past, but to honor it, to honor the ongoing presence of the ones who dreamed us into being. Just like us, our ancestors felt divine discontent. They wrestled with God. They pushed back against injustice. They raised questions, and they cracked open our future. We are the living continuation of their faithfulness and their questions. Their unfinished dreams rise in us. So we have this living altar, a tapestry of faces, names, stories, and love. These offerings were placed here with intention, holding a memory of those who shaped our own life. Today we don't call them gone. We call them present. Present in our breath, present in our blood, present in our spirit, present in the ongoing evolution of who we are. These are the ones who prayed us forward. The ones who endured. The ones who risked. The ones who chose hope more often than they chose fear. Some may have been very soft. Some may have been very fierce. Some were flawed. All are sacred. Their journey is the doorway through which we entered this world. So I invite you to hold your hands up towards your ancestors. Both giving and receiving their love, their life force. And repeat after me. We honor your lives.
We honor your lives.
We bless your journey.
We bless your journey.
And we continue your love.
And we continue your love.
And now you may place your hand on your heart and speak inwardly the name of the ones that you're remembering. Let them feel your gratitude. Let them know that they are not forgotten. As they blessed us, we now bless the world. We are the living altar. We are the continuation of their unfinished prayers. May our choices, our voices, and our becoming be the next verse in their sacred story. And so it is.